So my friend Alan showed us this place called Cafe NIDO, which was a Mexico City inspired cafe. And it was absolutely beautiful. I think they really did capture like a sense of just the fertility of Mexico City. In Mexico City, you get a lot, even though it's like the center of an enormous city, there's still a lot of vegetation. So you get these like fat trees on the sidewalk, and just kind of like there's just some tropicalness to it, in the sense of there's a lot of rainstorms, and so you get a lot of greenery. So this place was beautiful. It was just filled with greenery. Being at Cafe NIDO was, honestly, it was a really, it was just so peaceful. It was a really peaceful place. It felt very comfortable there. A lot of people were there just kind of like feeling the vibes too, and they have books that you could read for free or purchase if you'd like. And there was this chess set that I noticed, and it was kind of unique. It was made of like, it was like a good size, you'll see. And it had like some unique pieces, because the brown pieces, like the ones that were like a naturally stained wood, so wood is kind of like this light brown, those were like the Indians, because there was like, it was like tribal, Indians, Native American, or indigenous. So there was the indigenous pieces, and on the other side were the like lightly, like more lighter stained wood, and those pieces, they had like actual little white knights, and they were wearing armor and stuff. So that was interesting. I felt like it would be fun to lighten things up a bit and play chess. So after we were pretty much finished there, like I said, we would always go to these different points, these different viewpoints. When I was in San Francisco, like, we'd go to Twin Peaks, or we would go to just like these different ones. It's kind of even hard to suggest them, like Corona View. We would go to Billy Goat Hill. We would go to like the stairs over, I think they're in the Sunset. And then we would also go to the ones in, I want to say, Bernal Heights, the Bernal Heights Hill. Yeah. So yeah, we were just, all around San Francisco, just going to the different viewpoints. So naturally, Alan looked up the best viewpoints in town, and one of the best viewpoints, I agree with him, it's pretty sick. It's Angels Point in Los Angeles. And last time I went there, we went at nighttime, and there was hardly anybody there. It was kind of cold, but it was a nice view of the city at night. But this time was cool because it was the first time I went there during the day, like before sunset. That was pretty cool. When we got there, it was odd because we didn't expect there to be like no parking. It's usually not very crowded there. But it was Sunday, January 5th, and it was. So we were like, okay. So we parked, and then we saw this sign that says free live music, and then it like had to narrow up the hill. So we are like, oh, all right, there's gonna be music there. Cool. So we're like, all right, well, let's check it out. I mean, we were just here to see the view, but have like this casual hangout with friends, just chill, talk, the vibes. Um, but yeah, we ended up finding out that there was like some bands that were performing there that day. And they're actually really cool. I know that they were organized by Jack Pavlina. I got to meet the dude and got to meet Wayne and got to meet Major and I got to meet Tom. And so that was pretty cool. It was honestly, when I saw them, I was a little starstruck, but mostly because it's something that I've been working on to kind of like have a whole portable sound system where I could just kind of like perform anywhere I am. Honestly, I was inspired the most by Audio Pharmacy with Tio Sense. And he has a performance in Yosemite National Park. So I thought that was like super, super dope. And sometimes I really keep to myself, don't really want to say much. And this time was like kind of hard for me to get myself to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone of hanging out with my friends and go and like go meet these people. It was a good time. This is something you want to do, like go meet them, say hi, introduce yourself as an artist. And yeah, I was like watching Jack greet all these people, and I was like, oh, go talk to him, introduce yourself. Then after I talked to him, it was chill. He followed me on Instagram, it was chill, and I was like, all right, like talk to the next person. So I ended up meeting Wayne, and Wayne and I were able to connect and talk, and that was really cool. And honestly, like it just got kind of easier and easier and easier when I got around to meeting Tom and then meeting Major, who we just kind of geeked out on music equipment, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable. But yeah, it was just interesting reflecting on the initial fear that I had of like breaking out of my comfort zone and going and introducing myself as an artist is something really real for me. And I don't know if everybody experiences that, but for me it's a it can be it's kind of like a challenge for me. Just breaking out of my shell all the time. So I think the first thing that you have to do to let go of what is not serving you is you have to go inside, like I was talking about introspection. You have to go within and you have to feel into your heart. And you have to be able to have a heart to heart with yourself, with your mind. Have your heart and your mind communicate. But really let your heart in. Because a lot of the time the mind wants to take over with fear, you know, with what if this or what if that. But really you have to let the heart guide the mind. Really be honest with yourself of what is the world that you experience every day like. What are you here to do? What am I here to do in this world? Like, what do I want to do? What brings me joy? What makes me shine? What nurtures my soul? And when you get within yourself and you can really be honest with yourself about what nurtures your soul, truly, then you can thus begin moving forward in that direction. And when you already know, the logistics of it become easier and easier when you already know what's true for you. When you don't, when you refuse to have that connection with your heart, it gets really foggy and it gets really blurry, and there's a million excuses as to why you shouldn't. But once you can have that heart to heart with yourself and really be honest with yourself, it all goes away. And all of a sudden, you're just doing exactly what you know you should be doing. It's really, really, really hard to be critical and honest with yourself all of the time. But we have to be for our own growth. What patterns do I enforce in my life? And where are those patterns leading me? That was the biggest part about introspection. Well, that's it, guys. Let me know if this resonates with you. If you have any suggestions on where me and my friends should visit next, some bands I should check out from LA, the best spots in LA, let me know. You can follow my music, Drea the Wiz, on Spotify, here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. And blessings. I forgot what else I was supposed to say. Is it a wrap up of that? Yeah. Okay, bye. We're done. Goodbye.